that's what we have here. We have the intensity of live television, and we find out that it's live television when the money backers of this particular program walk into a live broadcasting of this television show that's just about to go live, and they're just like getting the tour of this is where the movie or the television magic happens, and
yeah. So I thought maybe that was like kind of a funny reveal if you didn't know it until then. Maybe that was the point where you're supposed to really figure it out if you hadn't by then.
Right. So it's TV being made in the golden age, and you don't really get that. Like, they don't give you that information until halfway through the book.
Yeah, like it wasn't really super clear what time period this was set in.
Right. Well, except that people are wearing ties and smoking.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And smoking inside. But, that could be the 20s or it could be the 50s.
Right. So we find out that they are, in fact, doing live television, and the program that they're doing is...
Did they have TV in the 20s?
No.
When did TV start?
We should know. I wasn't there for the beginning, but...
Yeah. Sometime.
I'm going to say like mid-50s.
Mid-50s?
Yeah.
Yeah, after the war, before the war?
After
the war.
Right.
Yeah, you had to go to the movie theater.
Yeah. So we see cast members getting ready for this part, but there's a lot of drama surrounding the star of the show.
Main character, yeah.
Our main character.
That's like the big problem of this issue is our main character isn't here and no one knows where he is. He's running late, or we don't know something.
Right.
And to me it seemed like they really leaned on that for a lot. Like there was a lot of talking like, hey, he's not here yet. And it's like, okay, did we really need another panel to tell us that? You know what I mean?
I think the talking is this comic's strong point, because there's so much back and forth, like just the way that Matt Fraction puts together this dialogue, because there's square bubbles, there's round bubbles,
intercom bubbles,
there's out of sequence bubbles.
Shading.
There's out of sequence bubbles when he drops the light and you hear it pop on screen, but then it shows you the scene where he drops the light and then you see it pop on, like it.
That's one of the better panels, or like series of panels for sure.
Yeah, so there's time jumps happening. The money men are there. They are having, they're talking to the producer. The writer is having a writer's fit.
Yeah. So it kind of establishes the different characters, but I mean, it kind of like it doesn't go super like very in depth with people so much. Like nobody's really like it all seems centered around the guy who's not there.
Right. And it also seems very surface for very surface for the character development. Like there is two actors getting ready. One is a very sultry female, and then like this like handsy male co-star is like helping her zip up her dress so she can hopefully hide her tattoo. She's got a tattoo. I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. Back in the 50s. And of course he gets handsy with the makeup gal, and there's
here's one. So the girl with the tattoo that he was helping her, he zipped her thing down. Was he doing that like in a sex way, or was it like in a like more of a prank, like haha, I'm revealing your thing?
Oh, right. Yeah. Actually, I did not even catch that, but you're right. Yeah, because she's trying to hide a bit of jewelry in her costume, and he says, as he whips down the zipper, he's like, "You should be more concerned about these tattoos." something along those lines. So yeah, he's being prankster with her in like a very naughty way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't catch that until just now. But yeah, so like it's lots of establishing characters all the time.
But like really, you surface level. Like sometimes it's tough for me to remember characters if there isn't very much depth. So a lot of these ones, maybe it's just like they kind of came and went. Like it would be a short dialogue, and I'd be like, "Is this person even important?"
Yeah, I don't
they're not talking about themselves. They're just talking about someone else, and what they're talking about is something that I pretty much already know.
Right. When is he going to show up? Where is he?
Show up. Yeah.
And this is also felt in this, like, I thought this was a really cool framing sequence with this. We find out later that, well, I don't even know if we find out if he is. I think I read this in the synopsis, but the son of the actor who we are waiting on is a crew member. He does some knob twiddling.
Yeah.
And he also is the guy who's going to go change that light bulb that's burnt out on number 9. Number 9 is burnt out.
Seems to be somewhat important.
Yeah. So, and like, is your dad going to show
he's
up?
Always cleaning up his dad's messes.
Yeah. He's
the Tina Fey.
Yeah. That's the character. Yeah. He's the Tina Fey. And no, I think Libby is the Tina Fey.
Yeah, you're right.
Libby gets sent to go find this dad and she runs across town.
Dad's like the Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, and Dad's Tracy Morgan, sure. Only in this case, we'll get to it, and spoiler alert when we do. Tracy Morgan. Oh, there's that crackling. It must be my microphone.
Well, we're narrowing it down.
I tapped it, and there we are. So this is when we just learn that it's New York City, 1951, because she races out of the building and goes cross town. All the while, up in the right hand corner, there's a stopwatch ticking.
Yep. Yeah, there were a lot of reminders of like how much time there was left, but it was kind of weird that like it almost seemed like one countdown stopped and then another one began again. Like, oh, he didn't make it to the whatever, and now I'll hope he makes it to the next thing.
I think because of this live television business and like on the fly sort of, this is a daily television show. I think I read that also in the synopsis of the book. It's a daily serial. So they're writing this stuff on the fly. So they've written in that Satellite Sam has gone missing so we could buy a little time.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it was like, okay, well, and it for some reason that kind of cheapened the deadline to me. It's like, oh, I thought there was this hard out at this time and then something was going to happen.
Me too.
Another thing that's like, oh, well, I guess it's fine.
Yeah, if he never shows, it's going to be
late. He's going to be late. Oh no, and everyone's panicking. And then he's late, and it's like, all right, well, I guess that's fine.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow to see if we ever find him.
Yeah, whatever. I guess that's fine.
And then the ratings dive. So Libby, the stage manager, fix-all, makes her way to like a flop house in. We don't even see where this place is, but I think it was St. Mark's Place. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
She's gone all across the town looking at all of the haunts that you would find this guy who has his proclivities for whatever he does, and she makes her way to one of his places in St. Mark's, and she opens up the door, tappa tappa tappa, and what she sees, she screams. That's it. It's a terrible scene. Whatever she saw, we don't see it. It's off camera.
Yeah, and so at this point, I just figure he's dead.
Yeah, I did too.
Because otherwise, what would what else would you scream about?
Right. So
that's germane to the story.
Yeah. So we assume that she found him dead.
She found evidence of the Holocaust. Oh no!
No, we don't see him dead, but I put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, but they kind of assume that you don't figure it out, I guess.
I thought that they did.
Yeah. Okay.
But meanwhile, I thought this was really cool. On the next page, the bigwig is sitting down with the money man, and he's making this deal all contingent on Satellite Sam being the star for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
And
well, good luck on that one.
Good luck on that one. And there's some back and forth and some like kind of like heated conversation about like how much you love America and like
yeah, there was a lot of like patriotism talk that I thought was kind of. I actually thought I liked that. It was weird because like there were some dialogues where it's like, why does this matter? But they were written well enough that some of them were pretty like interesting, I guess.
Yeah, this back and forth is interesting. One guy is a war veteran, the other guy is an immigrant.
Yeah, they were having like a who loves America more pissing contest.
Yeah, it was fun. And then we get all the way to the end of the book. Oh, no, not even to the end of the book. And this is the part that's really fun. Mikey, the main character, well, our soon-to-be main character, is changing that light bulb. Drops the light bulb. That's the scene that we talked about earlier. Drops that light bulb, and a stagehand comes up and says, "Hey, Mikey, you're about the size and shape of your dad, aren't you?"
Yeah.
And
dun, 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 dun.
Mikey is just like, this is the stupidest thing that's ever happened.
They would ask that to me.
And so but it
does seem like a spacesuit is a very easy thing to, have another person be. Like, oh, is that a different guy in that spacesuit? I can't see.
I thought this was so cool. This was so much fun when he comes back and he makes his television debut as Satellite Sam from the Fountain of Youth planet.
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
That's a great hook.
I like that.
But that's not the end of the book. So he goes out and he delivers his lines as best as he can. He's not a trained actor, and that's a wrap.
And everyone's happy.
And Christ, can you believe this is a way we make our living? Who's buying the drinks? Cut to
Larry's buying them.
No, Leah, Larry's wife. she at Ken's Market. She found me tonight. Cut to the bar scene, and the police show up and say, "Are you Mike?" And they go,
"Yes, I am Mike. Nice to meet you." And
they show him, "Is this your father?" "Yes, that's my father." And he's identifying the body.
Under the sheet. Under the white sheet.
Yeah. And holy moly, if he doesn't, like... And I
like that they gave a couple more pages after this, because a lot of comics would have cut it off right there.
Right. Which
would have been a fine hook, but I do like that they gave him a little bit of a reaction and threw in another little hook on top of that. Actually, kind of a big hook.
This is a cool scene, and
it resolved anything. It made more hook. Good move.
I love this. Like, oh yeah, we took what we needed for CS.
We got all the blood figured out.
Yeah, we know what. Yeah, whatever crime here happened, we have the evidence. It's fine. You're in charge of cleaning this crime scene up now. So he goes to his father's rented flop house apartment where his father was doing who knows what, and he starts to clean this mess up. Finds a cardboard box filled with naughty nudes, and that's it.
Wait. I thought he was like first he like threw up. Is that what was? He decided to like get really drunk.
Oh yeah, he does get drunk. Yeah,
he like threw the I thought he was throwing the mattress in like anger, and then he realized like found underneath that there were these boxes. Or was he just cleaning? I guess
I thought he was cleaning, but you're right. Now that you're thinking about it, yeah, he drinks a little bit, gets sick, and then he's just grossed out about this whole scene, and he throws this mattress in anger. Sure. And underneath the mattress, there are cardboard boxes filled with naughty nudes. Who took these pictures, Dad? What were you up to? Oh my God.
Sex, Death, Live TV.
There you go.